First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. On first down, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. White, 90. White.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mariota now. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And Cook has it, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This one from 48 yards away. And Succop will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Move.
Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They get it to him running left. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd down, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Breaks a tackle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota now on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. It's game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Gotta go.
A give to Howard. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky able to find Shaheem here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go counter with Howard. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Red, up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
And the pressure gets to them again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go play action here on first down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On third down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fair.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 77 yards. And the Bears add on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We go. You see it? You see it? Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They toss left to Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball. We got a runner.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Gotta go. 52. 52's the light. Hunt.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in the...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Sometimes it's just not your dead. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. In for the score. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set up! 180! Red, up!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out come the Titans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of his end zone, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down, Mariota. And complete, right side to Cook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And some room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Move.
A give left side to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
Gotta go.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.